now coming in. The DCP has been questioned. Times now questioning the DCP, who says that all SOPs were followed. Shraddha said no further action needed. So she had taken back the complaint, and that's the reason why the police officials claim they did not act. But in the letter, Shraddha speaks about the kind of torture she went through, the kind of murder, threats of murder that she had been receiving, and this is what the DCP said.
देखिए, उस मामले में जो भी जरूरी कार्रवाई करनी थी, उस मामले में जो भी जरूरी कार्रवाई करनी थी वो कार्रवाई तुलिंज पुलिस की तरफ से की गई है। जो अर्जी दी गई थी, अर्जी के ऊपर में जांच हुई है। जांच के बाद में खुद जो कंप्लेनेंट है, कंप्लेनेंट ने लिखित बयान दिया है कि उसकी अब कोई कंप्लेंट या तकरार रही नहीं है, और जो उसका जो ये था, फ्रेंड था, उसके फ्रेंड के माँ बाप ने आके उनको मतलब समझाया था, दोनों को भी, और अभी उसकी कोई तकरार नहीं है, ऐसा करके उसने रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट दिया था, और जिसके चलते वो मतलब वहीं पे वो क्लोज हो गया।
So, biggest team of reporters here on Times Now as we get you all the details of the investigation that's going on. Priyank, Mayank and Ankit joining us on the broadcast. Ankit is in fact right outside the Vasai police station where Shraddha had given this written complaint. Ankit, the claim that is being made by the police officials is that she had taken back her complaint, but can they really run behind this cover that she took back her complaint? This is a girl who's telling that this man is threatening to kill me. If something happens, then he is responsible.
Yes, that's absolutely right. The biggest question which raised over here, when Shraddha went to the police station and asked them about to took the complaint back, what was the time period of that? And apart from that, why if the complaint has been taken back, they still why the police didn't even ask Aftab about why he's beating and why he's threatening her and asking threatening her as well. I'm currently standing near Tulinj police station as we heard in the bite as well. The police mentioned that the important investigation has been done, but what important investigation they are not talking about that. Did they call Aftab in the Tulinj police station because they are staying near to the legal apartment as well? That thing is missing, and apart from that, it is in the police also mentioned that the Aftab family completely made them understand to Aftab and Shraddha as well to take the complaint back. Then, if before taking complaint back, what was the time period which we have to we have to see that what was the time period? If the time period is 15 days or even a 1 day or the 1 week as well. In the 1 week, if this kind of a letter coming to the police station, in the police station and getting a complaint of killing and to the Shraddha as well, then why the police did not ask Aftab and told him to come into the police station for the next day, because this kind of threatening he was giving to Shraddha.
All right, so the details very clearly reveal that, this was a long-standing violence that Shraddha had to go through, unlike the claim that was made by Aftab that this happened in the heat of the moment. That's not true at all. Mayank, the claim that has been made by Aftab in court is that it was a crime of passion. It happened in the heat of the moment. But clearly this details how he had been threatening her for a long time, indulging in this kind of violence. And this is something that Shraddha had to go through for years.
Well, absolutely, Pratibha. That's the pressing question here, because that letter was written the same date in 2020. But what is important here is note to that the timeline that she was mentioning, that, she was being tortured by Aftab Poonawala for the last 6 months, that drove her to the Vasai police station to write that handwritten complaint to the police. However, DCP has come forward to say that she had withdrawn that complaint. But what is most striking here is that did police recognize the threat to the life of Shraddha Walker? On the face of it, and now as we are discussing the murder of Shraddha, which has has come to light, so the bigger question is that did police underplay that complaint letter? Although Shraddha withdrew it, but did police recognize the threat on her life? Because she was clearly hinting of a torture. She was clearly she was clearly hinting of being in an abusive relationship, being subjected to violence by an intimate partner, which are very serious offenses. So did the police in Maharashtra Maharashtra underplay that. And as per this, the content of this letter, Shraddha was going through all this pain, and that she has narrated very clearly. Her audio, she has very clearly she has narrated. So did police underplay it? On the face of it, it looks like, because we are dealing with a murder of Shraddha Walker, and we are going through the thick and things of all the possible investigation angle. And also let us go back to the statement made by Aftab himself in the court yesterday, that it was happened in a haste, that it happened in a heat of moment. But on the same on the other hand, the lawyer for Aftab said that he had not confessed. But why there are so many contradictions in this case? If it happened in heat of the moment, it should happen crystal clear if it happened in the heat of the moment. But fact remains that it did not, as it is suggestive amply in this letter written by Shraddha.
Not just this letter, but also WhatsApp chats that we've been accessing shows that Shraddha was trying to leave him, not be in touch with Aftab, but he kept trying to get in touch with her. But the issue has also taken a political turn, with now the BJP questioning the Maha Vikas Aghadi, saying that the Uddhav Sarkar's police went soft on the issue because of the accused's identity, because she had named Aftab Poonawala, because of vote bank politics, is why the police refused to act in such a serious case. Listen into their reaction.
जब श्रद्धा ने स्वयं चिट्ठी लिखकर पुलिस से शिकायत की कि उसकी जान को खतरा है, उसकी जान भी जा सकती है, और ये जब चिट्ठी लिखी गई है तो महाराष्ट्र में उस समय उद्धव सरकार थी। कौन से ऐसे कारण हैं कि उद्धव सरकार ने किसी को जान का खतरा है ऐसी चिट्ठी मिलने के बाद भी कार्रवाई नहीं की? वसूली खेल में और तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति में यदि उद्धव सरकार लिप्त नहीं होती, उस चिट्ठी को गहराई से पढ़कर उस पर कार्रवाई करती, तो श्रद्धा की जान बच पाती।
So this was a letter in 2020, and the police officials, if they had acted on time, then maybe Shraddha could have survived. The BJP asking some pertinent questions. And of course, this raises several questions. First, did the Maharashtra police act after the 23rd November 2020 SOS, where she is pleading with the police officials, I don't want to live with him. He has been harassing, blackmailing me, threatening to kill me and cut me into pieces. So did the police officials file an FIR based on the letter that she had written, where she has written very clearly that he has been threatening to kill me? Why did the police officials not act? Why was an FIR not filed even though she had given a complaint? Did they book or arrest Aftab for attempt to murder or not? Because she says here in the beginning of the letter that today he tried to strangle me. So despite that, why is it that the police officials didn't even bring Aftab for questioning? These are the questions that the BJP has been asking, saying it is the Aghadi Sarkar which went soft on the case because Aftab Poonawala was the accused. Vote bank politics. So several other questions that have been asked. Did the police act after the 12th October missing complaint by the father? Remember, after she was murdered, it took several weeks and months for the father to file the complaint of that she is missing. Even after that, did the police officials act or not? Why was the Delhi police alerted only 28 days later on 9th of November? These are some of the questions that have been asked, questions being raised on whether the police went slow in the case. 28-day delay, did it allow Aftab to destroy some crucial evidence in the case or not? Because remember, over several weeks, he had been throwing away parts of her body, trying to cover his tracks. The BJP now asking some questions of the Maha Vikas Aghadi government.
देखिए, वो पत्र मेरे पास भी आया है, मैंने उसको देखा है, बहुत सीरियस पत्र है। उसके ऊपर क्यों कार्रवाई नहीं हुई, इसकी जांच हमको करनी पड़ेगी। मैं किसी पर दोषारोपण नहीं करना चाहता, लेकिन इस प्रकार के पत्रों पर कार्रवाई अगर नहीं हुई तो ऐसी घटनाएं होती है, इसलिए जरूर उसकी जांच की जाएगी।
क्या आपको लग रहा है जान बच सकती थी यदि कार्रवाई कर ली तो?
जी बिल्कुल, ऐसा है, कार्रवाई होती तो शायद जान बच भी जाती।
सर, कर्नाटक में जिस जैसे वो मुद्दा
हो गया हो तो चलो।
So BJP's Devendra Fadnavis asking some questions on why no action was taken, saying that a probe should be ordered into it. Priyank, several questions that have been raised on the police officials. The police, remember, have said that Shraddha Walker decided to withdraw the case and that's why they didn't pursue it further. What's the process that's followed in a serious case like this, where a woman comes forward and says that a man is threatening to kill me? Why did the police officials not act or even see if it was under pressure that she decided to withdraw the case?
The most shocking aspect of this particular complaint copy, Pratibha, is that even if Shraddha had given a complaint and when Shraddha went missing and when the family members approached Aftab, he managed to befool them. So that is a clear kind of indication which is giving a hint about the manner in which the Maharashtra police and the Mumbai police actually followed up the case. They did not look at the conduct of the person. They did not go through that whether there was any kind of prior complaint which was filed against this particular individual or not, which was already existing. And when Aftab was questioned by the Mumbai police, he managed to, befool them and did not disclose that actually he has killed Shraddha. And when his friends kept on asking that where exactly she is, he told them that she has left the house after she fought with them. So these kind of clear, evidences which is coming out has been a very clinching piece of evidence which clearly shows that why and how this particular delay was done. And obviously the present government in Maharashtra will question the Maha Vikas Aghadi because they know that for the fact there has been a laxity and the delay in the probe which are escalated to communal issues. We have seen in the incidences in the past where any case which has some kind of communal color was somehow suppressed during that particular tenure.
Okay,
so
the charge of Devendra Fadnavis being that this was the reason why the case was covered up. Listen into what he said.
देखिए, वो पत्र मेरे पास भी आया है, मैंने उसको देखा है, बहुत सीरियस पत्र है। उसके ऊपर क्यों कार्रवाई नहीं हुई, इसकी जांच हमको करनी पड़ेगी। मैं किसी पर दोषारोपण नहीं करना चाहता, लेकिन इस प्रकार के पत्रों पर कार्रवाई अगर नहीं हुई तो ऐसी घटनाएं होती है, इसलिए जरूर उसकी जांच की जाएगी।
क्या आपको लग रहा है जान बच सकती थी यदि कार्रवाई कर ली तो?
जी बिल्कुल, ऐसा कार्रवाई होती तो शायद जान बच भी जाती।
सर, कर्नाटक में जिस जैसे वो मुद्दा
हो गया वो तो चला।
So Devendra Fadnavis is saying that a probe would be ordered on why no action was taken. It was in 2020 that she wrote the letter, but the police officials failed to act. And perhaps if they had, then she could have been alive. We continue to track the developments on this story, get you all the details of the investigation. For now, slipping into a short break here. Be right back.